Welcome, Red Knight.
Chip the glasses, crack the plates. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates. So carefully, carefully with the plates. Blunt the knives and bend the forks. Smash the bottles, burn the corks. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates. So carefully, carefully with the plates.
Hello and good evening. I just got home from rehearsal. We are going to pick it up with Baldur's Gate 3 for at least an hour here tonight. Crazy times there at last light and last night. A good time to reload, probably, but since I do plan to do multiple playthroughs, we'll just roll with the punches. It's nothing too catastrophic. I think even if you attack everyone, kill all the main NPCs and stuff, the storyline still continues more or less. So while it might not be ideal for our current party and such, we are on Explorer mode. It's only my first playthrough. Why don't we just go ahead and carry on? We'll be fine. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and consolidate the partners, and we will probably take a long rest before too long, since we've been avoiding that for quite some time. Anyway, I hope you all had a wondrous Wednesday here, and that all the Dragon Knights of the Roost are doing good. Let's pick it up then, at least for a solid hour. For the time we have tonight. Played a good few solo hunts today. Really chaotic, really funny. Never actually survived, but did get several kills, including trio kills and other fun times like that. So we'll look at those screenshots at some point. For now, it is Baldur's Gate 3, name of the game. Hunt just kind of in the background in the meantime and on the side. And we'll return to Red Dead. Other things here soon as well. Alright, looking good, good enough. Shall we pick it right back up then? And see what happens. Yes. Alright, give me a moment, just adjusting settings. Yeah, we have the screenshots there as well. I like to show the screenshots of the previous game. A lot of dead Harpers there. But, we'll figure it out. At least, Jaheira didn't die for our, pretty high honor for this first playthrough, compared to Dark Urge, who is, pretty much straight evil, power hungry, like Emeloth is, our original character, original Baldur's Gate. But, Sir Descendant, much more honorable Ranger Knight, he's kind of, has the gruffness of a Ranger, but he's still pretty honorable Ranger Knight. Declared to some area, or not, I don't know if it's Githyanki or where we have to make our own custom story. I just don't know a lot of the context, technical things, where he would, swear allegiance to and such. Anyway, let's pick it back up. See you there. Onward. Good to go. Good enough for now. Let us see. Oh yeah, I forgot to install Reshape. Oh well. Doesn't matter too much at the moment. Another hot one today. It's only 85 degrees currently, but too bad. Should cool down a bit this weekend. And a full moon tonight. Didn't get to see the sunset while at rehearsal, but I do believe it's a blue moon, super moon. Take a look at that later. Can't see it from my window currently. Yeah, we can continue. Let's slide in. I like to load. Yeah, I ran the dialogue actually with Jaheira, so let's see about that, huh? Looking good, steady and stable, no frame drop, interestingly. Let's see how long that lasts. Here we go. Yeah, it'd be nice if the internet, prioritizes the stream over anything else, but not much speed to work with here, upload or download. But everything will be good for YouTube, looking decent, 540p at least. I realize it doesn't look great for this game, it is pretty graphic intensive any game, you know, that's more than just very basic pixels. You know, any 3D game, these modern games, for the most part, it's gonna look super good on 540p, but we make the most of what we have, make do, have a great time for the journey. We'll consider Kick, YouTube Live, other websites down the line. For now, best we focus and have a great time here. Our Twitch Baldur's Gate 3 sessions, at least an hour at a time. Would like to do longer streams, so we'll see about this weekend, Labor Day weekend. Thinking maybe Saturday, Sunday, we should be able to get to at least a few hours at a time. 4 or 5 hours would be more than 1 hour, that's for sure. 5 times as much. Alright. I also wanted to consider, you know, muting myself with that channel reward to mute myself for 5-10 minutes, maybe once a month. So we'll find a time to do that, probably a longer stream rather than a short stream, since, you know, constant commentary is what makes it a stream after all. So find a good time to mute myself. That, like, I make progress a little faster if I do that. It's kind of, you know, going slow here with the double playthrough because I am walking you through my thought process of just about everything. Alright, well, here's the aftermath as we render in. Let's see the dialogue yet again.
It's all over. They're all gone. My brave ones, my friends, my harpers. I led them here. To this.
Standing back to back with a tiefling, that's pretty funny. Here comes the frame drop. We are currently at 4.4%. Let's hope it stabilizes under 5%. That would be ideal. I'm truly sorry for your loss. Yeah, we do have the companion, which is so nice. I've seen on Twitch multiple times here. It shows the whole party, our portrait for our custom characters, and the rest of the party, and our full inventory, all our current status effects, hit points, all that stuff. So it's really nice to have that companion directly live on the stream. Sadly, that does not carry over to YouTube, but that's another joy of the Twitch extension, it being live on Twitch. But I can show it, you know, here and there when we're ending stream, because of interest of frame drop, I won't be showing here 540p sessions. But it is really nice to have that. You can also vote on the dialogue too, but for now, without active chat, Dragon Knights will make our own better judgment, best decision we can. I'm truly sorry for your loss. Get a grip, this isn't over yet. You were doomed to fail from the start. This was bound to happen. So yeah, top 2, Sir Descendant. Is it Githyanki? Githyanki are not soft people by any means. Maybe this one is fitting for a current roleplay that we're not taking too seriously, but, you know, probably better for his current standpoint. Not that Jaheira needs to hear that, but yeah, she would probably appreciate the strength of nerve, right? Let's see.
After such carnage, you persist? Sometimes there's folly in such courage.
Then by all means I'm a fool, but I'm not giving up. So where do we go from here? We can weep and moan our hearts out later. Right now, we need to get out of here. Yeah, I feel like he's not quite that aspect. It's pretty cool armor. Angle there. Interesting armband. I don't know. That's from the cape. It's like fastened around here. I'm a fool, but I'm not giving up. I don't think Githyanki would say that. Not that I know that much about the Githyanki, but where do we go from here seems nice and straightforward. Let's do that.
Frankly, I don't see another option than to make a desperate dash back to Baldur's Gate. Chances are slim I'd survive the journey back. But if I can warn the Dukes an army of absolutists is on the march, perhaps the city still stands a fighting chance.
The fight is here with Ketheric. Join my camp, and then the time comes we'll face him together. Good luck and Godspeed. Yeah, let me try to convince her. She is powerful after all.
That proud determination of yours should shame me. But it heartens me instead. Pull aside the curtain of years and I can see myself echoing your resolve. Very well. I'll join you. And when Ketheric falls, I'll be there. For us, for them, and for the ones we love back home.
Cool. We got Jaheira in the camp. Instead of dismissing her, we got level up on everyone, because yeah, we were very close to the level up. Lizelle had a level up very recently. We'll show their XP bar, I guess, afterward. I really could use a rest, but I'm still gonna try to get those bliss spores for at least one more combat. One more roll here. One more dialogue roll. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about the cloud kill. I don't know how long this lasts, but it's still here somewhere. There's really no reason to cast it without any hostiles here. But, oh, and there it goes, I guess. Okay. Yeah, the cloud kill is good. It's definitely a powerful spell. I think Will eventually gets that, just in the warlock spells. So yeah, quick save and we'll level up. We already got that waypoint right. And I'm curious if we still have the face spider, the owlbear on the board. Alright, so no longer protection. We weren't able to save her. The true soul infiltrated when she was captured. The shield collapsed. But we still move on. It's not over yet, you know. It's unfortunate, that's for sure. That's a really devastating aspect. But you know, they target her. We have to really break out the big guns for him. I was completely caught off guard. I thought I was, you know, just starting to explore the area. We can probably still do that a little bit, but yeah, most of the main characters, like NPCs, are dead now, including the blacksmith here, Damon. But we're just gonna move on and hope for better luck. Oh shit!
I've definitely seen that ox before. Has the same strange look in its eye.
They're dead though, so whatever strange look in his eye you see now. Ah, those are the ones from the grove. Oh my god, the fire is so hard to see sometimes.
Yes.
Didn't mean to talk to you. Alright. Same strange still look in his eye, yeah, definitely. That is such devastation, but I'm gonna move on with it for now. It's our first playthrough. Dark Urge, we will take the absolute side, but the third playthrough, I will try my darndest. I should still be Explorer at that point. I'll probably do Karlach for third playthrough. So third playthrough, I don't know, it's kind of funny, like Karlach was hostile to us without attacking the grove. At some point though, I can reload. I have hard saves too. We can reload, do it this playthrough, but I think it's better just to move on. Save some other opportunities, some other things for next time. So next time I'll definitely save Isabel from the Flaming Fist bastard, but for now, let's move on. It'll be alright. I mean, you know, we explore all the different avenues, all the different ways to do it. I was gonna reload, talk to the Harpers, just to get that unique dialogue for that, for example. It's probably not too big of a difference, it's just different ways to do it, different things they say. It doesn't actually change the main story, the main actions of things. Alright, change of skills. Persuasion and Deception. Deception is another of those dialogue things. I don't think we need persuasion. Yeah, Will has good persuasion. I guess, yeah, Starion can have Deception. I don't think anyone else has that. If they do, well, I should cancel and look at it now, but Acrobatics is good for Assassination. Perception is also good. He is the main disarmer of traps, so I think we'll do Perception. And health increase. Yeah, he is the assassin class at the moment. Shouldn't be too bad. There's nothing you know I can really mess up at this point. It's Explorer. I think I already used my Ogre Horn, but other than that, we're in pretty good shape. Lots of money, lots of resources to work with. I'm trying to, you know, take it slow and steady, but things really get heated up and happen very fast sometimes. Can finally switch out Shadow Art's Torch. We do have that protection spell on, so I don't think we actually need that anymore. Alright, as for her, Channel Divinity and level 3 spell slot. We can switch prepared spells if we want some other things, like Bless I think would be better than some. Where is Bless? I think she has Blessing somewhere, doesn't she? I don't know. Spirit Guardians, those are pretty cool. Yeah, we do want more radiant damage here in the Shadowlands. Less Animate Dead. What did that switch out? I switched out Command. Silence is good. Probably don't need that many healings. I definitely want to keep Revivify for the party. Protection from energy is helpful. What can I live without here? Probably the melee heal. It's not even that powerful anyway. You have more level 3. Yeah, you can do any combination of them, I think. So I could actually have all level 3 spells, for example. But you can't use them all. You only get like 4 per long rest. So you do want to have some decent balance between them. Chant an item like the sun, or summon a sphere of sunlight that dispels all darkness around it. That's obviously helpful for Shadow Cursed lands, but I think we just have that blessing on. Domain spells. Yeah, there's a lot of unique things. She has Fey ancestry. Magic can't put you to sleep. Yeah, there's a lot of unique racial things. Humans probably even have some decent things. Feigned death is helpful. But I did want to have that, Spirit Guardians. What else here? Oh. What else do I have here? Protect from poison. Yeah, antidotes, elixirs. Don't think I need a spiritual weapon. I think that just if you don't really have a good weapon or something. I don't see any reason to... Oh, it attacks enemies alongside you. It's not the one you use. You basically just summon a weapon. That's a level 2. Alright, looks pretty good for now. Is there anything... Yeah, don't need to speak with the dead. She has the amulet, so that's definitely not necessary. There's not too much useful information from dead people. There's pretty good ones, but it's nothing too game-changing that you wouldn't get normally anyway, usually. Inflict wounds, did I take that off? I've usually kept that on. Does do a little more damage than Guiding Bolt, but it is melee. Yeah, I think I switched that out. I wanted to have Restoration because there's a lot of diseases, other things they get. And I don't really have any potions to cure that. Guiding Bolt is, strong. Inflict Wounds is necrotic, so it doesn't help against undead and such. I do want more Radiant, at least while we're here in the Shadow Cursed lands. So Revivify, Restoration, and Healing. Then we have Silence, Animate. Maybe you can do without Animate Dead because there's so many undead anyway. Last time I did it, I actually ruined an NPC that I could have talked to. Will has that, so at least someone in the party, even though they're not in the direct party, in the camp, when we revive them, they can use that again. It's definitely a good one, but it's a little more trouble than it's worth. So, should we do Inflict Wounds instead of that? Calm Emotions. Humanoids can't be charmed, frightened, or become enraged. So that'd be for your party members, your allies. That's pretty specific. But seems a little better for me right now than Animate Dead. Maybe it'll help at some point. Maybe like once they are charmed, frightened, or enraged, I can cast it, it'll nullify it. I don't know. We'll give it a shot for now. Alright. Decent spells and Dungeons and Dragons. Welcome to our lurker. Always good to see you. Would love to chat with you. Hope you've been well. I can also change your entrance to chat. Sound effect, your little entrance song, your intro. Basically, I can change that. If you don't like it for any reason, please just let us know. We would be happy to oblige you, whatever themes or music or speech or nothing, whatever you would like. And now for main character, let's see what we've got for him. I need a quick save after every little thing. We can last a little while. It's nice to get 20 quick saves. Can really make a difference, but the way I save it, pretty often they get used up pretty quickly, even though there's 20 of them. It's better than 5 though. Alright, passive Natural Explorer. Favorite enemy. Yeah, and I actually have to put these on. I think these were on Ranger level earlier, but now we definitely have it. So we got Bounty Hunter, studying the tactics and abilities of certain creatures. This grants you a set of abilities that is useful in a variety of situations. Natural Explorer, these don't come too much into each other. Oh, you can change these? Yeah, I already have Wasteland Wonder of Fire. It's just asking if I want to change them, I guess. So that's kind of weird. Or do I get 2? Oh, I get 2 now. Cool. So we get 2 of the Natural Explorer. For years of traveling in the wild have made you particularly attuned to beasts or adept at surviving in certain environments. So we already have fire. We'll see which of those elements or things to do next. We have Ranger Knight, which is, yeah, his main favorite enemy. That's my main class. But now we get a second one. So this is kind of like dual casting, but even better. Let's see. Mage Breaker, Keeper of the Veil, Bounty Hunter, or Sanctified Stalker. Let me try to read up on these, see their abilities. Sanctified Stalker, you swear to hunt enemies of a holy or Druidic order. Proficiency in religion and can cast Sacred Flame, which is the same cantrip Shadowheart has. Dexterity save, it doesn't really land too often. A lot of them have high dexterity, I feel like most enemies. But that's what you get. Sanctified Stalker and Religion, as well as that. Magebreaker, you know, the history of battling spellcasters. You gain proficiency in Arcana and can cast True Strike. True Strike, don't think I have on the bow at the moment. That is a helpful one. That is an action, but it's still a good action for advantage. Keeper of the Veil, you specialize in hunting creatures from other planes of existence. You gain proficiency in Arcana and can cast protection from evil and good. So these are very similar. Arcana, proficiency, True Strike, or protection from evil and good, which helps for saving throws and just damage resistance to certain enemies, as you can see listed there. And then Bounty Hunter, Investigation. Creatures you hit with Ensnaring Strike, either ranged or melee, have disadvantage on their saving throw. I don't think I have Ensnaring Strike though, so it's kind of weird. It gives you that without giving you the ability. I don't think I have it, do I? Not that I remember. So this is just initiative. No, nothing for initiative, but investigation. Bounty Hunter not as good as I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be against like humanoids or something like that. But yeah, right now it's kind of just between the cantrip. Should I do Arcana or Religion? The Shadowheart has Religion, our girlfriend, so Magebreaker, I like the sound of it, but do we really need True Strike? Protection is helpful. At the moment, you know, just a little more damage since he has a lot of shots on the crossbow and such. We'll go Magebreaker and Ranger Knight, dual subclass or whatever, so looking pretty good. Yeah, multiple things here. Oh yeah, we forgot about the Natural Explorer. I almost clicked accept without clicking on that. So we'll have Ranger Knight and Magebreaker. We already have Wasteland Wanderer Fire. Can't actually click that off. So that's fire resistance. Cold resistance if we do cold, poison. Yeah, fetid swamps, desolate tundras, and forbidding deserts. So we can do fire and ice. Sign up ice and fire. Urban Tracker is sleight of hand and that's it, I guess. That's kind of a funny one. And Beast Tamer for Find Familiar without expending a spell slot. That's a different one than my Beast Tamer, the actual Beast Master, where I summon the whole companion. This is another one, I think. It wouldn't replace it, right? It would just be an extra one. I don't think the one I have is Find Familiar. Well, we already have fire resistance. It's something. Don't feel like I need, you know, too much other elemental resistance. Don't feel like I need that. This one seems like the best. Talk to animals and see if Find Familiar stacks with that other summon beast.
I must heal.
Yeah, I have Ranger's Companion, and now I just got Summon Familiar, which is a new one. This is a short rest, so when I use it, yeah, it's basically just a smaller version of the Ranger's Companion. So yeah, I'll have that ready. I have no health to transfuse anyway, so don't worry about those. And that's it for now. Looking good. Let's maybe do cast that Talk to Undead, since Shadowheart, for whatever reason, the amulet here of speaking to the undead. Yeah, I want to sell those, but because it takes a long rest, equipping it. Yeah, she used the shield earlier, was helpful. Equipping it, it says, yeah, to activate the ritual, we need another long rest. So if you unequip it, you don't get to recast it. It's unfortunate, but that's how it works, I guess. We'll just go back to shield for now. Hopefully that'll be reset. I put it on after the next rest. Maybe, I just don't know how that works. But I feel like, you know, I'd rather have the combat abilities than speaking to dead people, as much fun as it is.
Have a lot on my mind and
So we'll figure it out.
in it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Very well.
All we can do now is loot our old friends and go from there. Quite unfortunate. Well, get some alchemy on the giant roots. That's interesting. Where the hell are these things exploding? Why? Oh my goodness. It's like there's nothing there that I see that's gonna explode. It's like the after effects of the barrel. That's a big hitbox on that thing. Alright, we gotta get everyone's loot, unfortunately. Sending a lot to camp or just to Starion or someone. Let's see. Dashing makes no difference in out of turn-based mode. It's funny. Alright, well, I'll switch to someone who has a little more room for now. Let me send these to camp in the meantime. They're nothing particularly valuable anyway. I think Astarion has empty inventory for now. So yeah, we'll loot all our old friends. Nobody seems to care. We sent Jaheir to camp, so they won't care that I loot my old buddies here. The quartermaster's dead, so we can't sell her. I'm gonna try to resist selling to Volo, the bard in camp, until the very last possible minute, because he only has so much gold, and once I buy everything on him, he won't get any more gold as far as I know. Maybe it refreshes, but as far as I can tell, their set amount of gold is all they have for the entire playthrough. Don't need to be too greedy here, but since this is the way we're rolling with things for now, it might as well get the obvious stuff. I mean, they're right in front of me. Hard not to get it. Damn, all these oh, she did have that. That was a really expensive one, so she had the really good ones. Smoke powder bomb I haven't had the chance to use yet. That probably would have helped against the flaming fist guy. Alright, let me split the party. They're running into all sorts of fire here that I can't even tell is rendered. So, Starion can go on his own for now. Get all these... Damn, look at us. Battlefield of spoils. He's already encumbered now, too. We'll get as much as he can, then I'll... Yep, that was quick. Heavily encumbered. Alright, so we'll send this to camp. This is a really good weapon, Firebolt. Maybe I should keep that. I don't think he had anything else he actually needs to keep in the inventory, does he? Now that I look at it, yeah, health potion. Let me just double check. Oh yeah, I did want to switch out his swords. I finally remember. Sword of Screams is indeed superior to Rapier +1. It's still a finesse weapon, so you can stealth attack with it. Blade of Flawless Craft. As it parts the air you fancy, you can hear a faint whispering shriek. This has some extra psychic damage. And yeah, it's really just as good as the Rapier, but better, so we'll keep that. Extra psychic damage is fine, even less piercing damage, but extra psychic damage. Watch yourself, watch the shadows. Yeah, it should be all we need for his inventory, just that health. Don't need that. Keep an extra dagger, maybe. Don't really need it, but I just like to keep extra. Should be fine. But good berries, you can eat those. Yeah, you can eat those anytime. So a lot of the single-use stuff, yeah, you can't. Some of them you can eat, but most of them are camp supplies. You actually have to camp. All right, we'll set all that to camp for now. Keep on looting. Some heavy stuff on these guys. There's just giant armor, you know. Someone's gonna buy that from us. We'll have a lot of vendors. They're moving through the game. A lot of the vendors disappear. So now I think back, you know, the Grove guy is gone. I don't think he even came here, though, so I wonder where he went. Most of the Tiefling refugees went elsewhere. Just a few of them came here. It's not like all of them came here, but a good amount of them. Wasn't the wizard guy here? Yeah, I wonder if he went in hiding. I don't see him among the dead. I didn't find him, so... Most of it was Harpers here. Sadly, Damon is one from the Grove. But most of the ones that are dead here are the Harpers who we just met, so... Still unfortunate, still pretty sad, but they're not, you know, main characters that we deal with for the whole game. They are a branch of military orders from Jaheira, probably about the same as before, but we'll take a quick look just cause. Alright, last slides. Prepare to intercept and seize whatever they have. So, orders for probably absolute followers. We can read it later if you're interested. Nasa, yeah, I think some of them were from the Grove. They joined the Harpers. Nasa sounds familiar, like one who was in the Grove, perhaps. But most of them were new characters. Let's see. Yeah, we all have that Blessing of Saloon, so we won't need the torch. Going forward, we can actually equip our weapons. Before I keep forgetting, Shadowheart, you can put that torch away for now. Get back to Leviathar's Scourge, which is better than the other mace. I still don't know why I'm carrying this. Fairy Fire. Has extra ability, but, you know, the Necrotic Willing Whip. Yeah, it deals damage to her when she hits with it, but it's just better to have. And doesn't do any passive. You know, most weapons don't have passive skills and things like armor and such does, but still just a better weapon.
Watch your back. I'll just help myself.
Alright. So camp his next batch of goodies. Besides that, besides the potion, besides the berry. Otherwise, yeah, nothing I can't just reconstitute in camp. You know, we can always deal with it in camp. Alright, looking good. A few more torches now that there's no one to trade with. That really didn't last long, this area, did it? I did not expect that to happen talking to her. She just caught my eye, said, why don't we talk to her? And then boom. Yeah, I don't want the party to take any more damage than is necessary currently because I do want to keep those bliss spores for a little while longer. Are these traps? Yeah. Blast mines for enemies, but once we avoid them, yeah, might as well explore the area here. Yeah, it'd be hard to get the party through, so Starion is a good one to break off.
But I suppose it's better than no burial at all.
He's a good one to break out the party because he is the rogue and all. He's good at movement, he's good at stealth, he's good at disarming traps. So we'll just go with him for now. Vitriol.
A little souvenir.
And he's a charismatic character. It's sad to me people who don't like him just kill him right away when you meet him, but he's been in my playthrough so far. I don't think he's too bad, you know, just a little full of himself, but alright. Fire wine barrel. Gotta get them fish and cheese. Let me throw the box in the water so we don't have to look at it anymore. No, it doesn't want to go in the water. Oh well. No water for you then. Not this time. We didn't explore here before at all, so might as well just take a quick look. Now that we have the spell on, at least she was able to cast that before she got swooped off her feet. Nothing here but death, so we won't worry about that. A nice area though. Very beautiful graphics. So people who care about graphics more than anything else, this is definitely a great game for you. Great explorer, great world, great time of it. Alright, got some more space. Keep the barrels just because, you know, first playthrough I'll take more than any other playthrough. Sit on a stool while you send the barrel to camp. I think you can just click on it, send it straight to camp. I'm just used to picking it up, so I don't really do that, but you know, it's just a couple things. Yeah, all the things here, consumables, they'll all be used in camp, just not having them in direct inventory. Yeah, I think it's an infinite room in the traveler's chest, or at least a lot of room. So I probably won't have to worry about filling that up anytime soon. I hope. I haven't looked that up. Another thing I want to look at, yeah, we're going to watch this weekend the funny Baldur's Gate 3, but it's real life. That's a funny video, a good animated series. Like, we're going to watch that this weekend. I've been meaning to show it on stream just to react to the first time. I haven't watched it yet. I've been excited to watch it mainly. Rotting basket. Do we need that? I don't think so. Path is interrupted. Yeah, throw it to its death. There you go. Throw the basket to its death. We already looked through most of these, but not all of them, apparently. Alright, it's just, you know, bits and pieces. Yeah, it's the main area. I didn't get to loot the fight yet, so I might as well loot all the monsters. Can't get there, just walk down, man. Yeah, we already went through the jail area, the winery, where they put you if you misbehave, I'm sure. Because that is extra area. Let's go to the fight, though, at the top. I wonder all those NPCs who are here, do they all... I wonder if they're hiding in there or something. Because a lot of them weren't in the fight, and they were here before. So it does make me wonder where they went. I didn't get to talk to the cat. Didn't get to explore
does not permit the
all of
bearing
this.
arms. For the safety of all patrons,
Ah.
please leave your weapons at the door.
We didn't get to that. We didn't even talk to anyone here because we went straight in the back to where she was, Patio Isabel. So that's pretty funny. Ooh.
Ferocious looking beast. Although your stuffing might be leaking.
Yeah, we'll get Descendant into comment on that. I would loot with him, I'm carrying so many things. Keeping these for strength checks, keeping scrolls for the party.
Is that Dark Maul the Wicked? I don't believe it.
Main character recognizes it, with nature of course. The bear's limbs looked like they were broken to fit in this pose, its eyes sad and
Took half
lifeless.
an army to drive him out. How did he end up here?
Was he in the Baldur's Gate 2 or something probably? Didn't meet him in the original. Yeah, that's a big bear. And they broke his arms to fit him like that? That's messed up.
Is that Dark Maul the Wicked?
And a boar head. Fear and despair. Well, not very nice for these.
His territory ran.
You continue to admire those.
Took half an army
I'm
to
very
drive
sad, yeah, His Majesty, the nice little kitty. I had no interaction with, even though I could have spoke with animals, or at least hear him meow if you didn't have that. Feline. That is so sad. Ceres. She was, Elturian, yeah, she's from the Grove. She fell. Oh, looks like everyone fell in here. Alfira, no! Alfira! Oh my god, that's so sad. We'll come back when we can speak with, Dead, maybe. It says when they're knocked out, they disappear after a long rest. It's probably true for Dead, same as knocked out, but I don't know, spend a speak with the Dead scroll when I literally just have the amulet. It's just silly that I switched them out, I guess. I guess you have to have one character just wearing the amulet all playthrough, then you can't go back and forth. I'm sorry, Alfira, you were the best bard in the game. Gosh dang it. That is messed up, man.
A faded advertisement, its message still faintly legible. Fresh veg and fancy fruit. Buy
They
two,
all
get one
deserved
free.
so much better. Messed up. Pretty messed up. That is very unfortunate. They all had to die like that. Baldur's Grape. There's Roland. I was wondering. The mage. Yep, another of the main ones from the Grove. Very sure of himself. Died just from the freaking absolute. All his potential has been snuffed out. He must be willing to do whatever is necessary. Power is not cheap. Yep, he won't get to experience all that. But I'm mainly sad about Alfira. Not Alfira. At least the Dark Urge didn't get her this time, but the Absolute got her, the Shadowlands got her. That is not much better. She lasted a bit longer, we got to hear her play and all. She's just dead now. Since she's one of my favorites in the game, I'll make an exception and use one of those Speak with the Dead scrolls.
What's next?
I'll make an exception here for Starion to use one. This lasts, yeah, I have 3 of them. Should last until a long rest, right? Oh, you actually use it. I thought it would cast on you so you could, but no, you actually use it for that individual person. Alright, let's see if any are. No, if they're all 2 damaged because they died from the necrotic curse. Yeah, when they die from necrotic damage, such as the, in this case, the Shadow Curse lands, you can't talk with them. Their body is basically like ash, I don't know. Ash, but still intact somehow. Don't know where the innkeeper's key would be. Got a pouch. Wrinkled note. May as well take a look at the context now, I guess. We need to meet. The map is ready. Go to my place, head into the basement. Looking for the tower, you should have the key. Ignore the chest, I mean it. Go straight on through and you'll find it. More Fred. Go to my place, into the basement. That's very vague, but there must be something. Huh. Tad bit vague. Does that really look like a canteen? Pitcher. It's a pitcher, basically. Canteen is like the ones you take on trips, you know. Oh, well. That's what I'm used to, at least. Oh, hello. Maybe this is his place. There's a basement. Baldur's Grape. There it is. Silver cake stand. And there's the basement he talked of. Yeah, this is the innkeeper's area. Oh, Snowburst Ring. When the wearer deals cold damage, they also create a circle of ice around the targets. That's lovely. Too bad I don't have many cold damage. I had that on the Dark Urge with the ice dagger of ice, the ice knife that you cast at them, but not many characters right now have any cold damage. A series of names have been scratched out one after the other on the inside of the ring. The last word, untouched, is not a name. It simply reads, mine. I might as well put it on someone. And the note, what do we have here? The journal script is antiquated, but its pages look like they barely aged. How much longer must I languish here? Team Baldur's Gate, Moon Maiden, Alright. I don't know. Did I search the cabinet? Emerald ring, I missed that completely. It's a big ring, too. Yeah, those are just to sell, since I don't think there's any enchantment. It's really just to sell at the moment, unless I have other uses for them. We don't need to decorate the characters, like, I just put that cold ring on him. Do you even see that on his fingers? Not really, there's no first person to look at his hands, so we won't concern ourselves.
Vacant as an orc skull.
Ha! Good one, Astari. Very nice. Vacant as an orc skull. Okay, then. Yeah, I would clip things like that. It's just, to me, the whole game is a big, long clip, basically. The whole VOD is a clip. You know, medieval fantasy, great things like this, when it's so well made, you don't need many clips unless it's something truly, truly exceptional, but to me the whole game is exceptional. So we don't need too much more than that. But very nice joke there, a little reference. If you had a half-orc in the party, they might take some offense to that, but at least, you know, he has some class about it. Charming class. Okay, what else here? Oh yeah, picked up that water barrel. Pretty heavy. Set the dagger to camp. Yeah, she has 2 loots for some reason. Her backup, I guess. Don't need 1, you need 2. Nice, I have multiple guitars. On the Greater Healing Potion. That's a freaking book about the Greater Healing Potion. Let's see, it is good. I'm gonna save them for combat. I can always use the regular healing potions, but the greater healing potions are good for in combat. Oh, that's the recipe. Ashes of Balsam, salts of Chasm Creeper, or of gnarled tree bark, or anything really. So any salt, but you need ashes of Balsam. Mix them together in a big bowl, who gives a damn. Endowed in alchemy. Yeah, I got the recipe though. Very nice, that's a good recipe. Let me see, it should be here. Don't have any ashes of Balsam, and I can make salts, but does it say ashes? Yeah, let me see. Do I have any ashes of Balsam? Balsam seems like, yeah, Balsam leaves, so I don't have that. I have these 3. And salts, it said like any salt. I have Chasm Keepers, I have Rogue's Morsels. Might as well make one for the future. But yeah, that ashes of Balsam, if I had it, it would probably show up here in ashes, so. Not yet. Map of the Shadowlands. That is definitely helpful. Moonrise, Toll House, Distillery, Abandoned House, The Shadows, Lengthen. That's, yeah, the haunted house where it's probably really dangerous. Send that to camp. Send those to camp. Very sad, all these characters. And there's a greater healing, and there's an invisibility, and there's a trap disarm toolkit. And the guest log, now that they're all dead, we'll still take a look. Jorah the Clotted Amster, Art Kulag. I think we have enough wine from this inn. They want to drink their troubles away. Understandably. Alright, we have a whole lot of Flaming Fist in here. That's the whole barracks of the Flaming Fist! And they're dead now! Shit. Did the noblewoman die? Wasn't she here? Yep, Counselor Floric. That was the one we saved from the fire, wasn't it? Yeah, we didn't get to talk to them. They're the one in the fire, and now they are dead. Damn. Why did it? Oh, I sent the scroll back to camp, but not like I can use it anyway. If they're dead on necrotic damage, when it shows this effect, they're basically too damaged to talk to. They're basically just ash, but still retaining their shape, so they're not attacked enough to speak with. They're dead. Wow. There's a whole barracks of Flame Fist in here, and now they're dead. Yeah, I should have gone a little different, you know, exploring the way I did it. I just went straight to Isabel. And now we see the consequences. Flaming Fist snuffed out in this batch. Oh, man. Holy water, good for all the shadows. Alright. Water is helpful in many situations. We do get a lot of loot for them all dying. It's sad, but there's nothing we can do for them now. So they won't need their stuff anymore. I won't need the money if everyone's dead. There's no one to really spend it on, but what can you do? Alright, send it all to camp. All the healing potions. We should probably keep him. Let me send these over so I stop losing track of them. Probably have several in camp now. I'm gonna need them the way this party's going. If I want to keep using those bliss spores, if it wasn't until long rest, if it was permanent, that would be nice, but it is not. It's another temporary boon. I'm gonna turn that head in right away. That head didn't disappear yet, did it? I'm gonna do that probably first thing. Give the Sovereign that head of the Drow. I think it's in camp. Yeah, it is in camp. As long as it's still on the quest log, I believe you can still do it, so we might as well wrap up that stuff since that's Act 1 before moving on to Act 2 stuff. We might as well wrap out a few things. We can get some extra XP on the Phase Spider. It would probably be pretty easy now that we're higher level. So we'll see stuff like this, Alright, we got the Flaming Fists. I think they are well looted. Oops, I sent my main character. I think we got most of them.
It's mine now. A quick rummage.
Backpack, it doesn't say is empty, so let me double check. Harper's testimonial. Something fancy here. Chosen of Shar. Thorns, faithful magical Harper forces. Entered the battle. Alright, interesting. Probably no use for that, but I'll take it anyway. Alright then. I think that's it for there. We missed a couple meat on the fire. Got the basement. Oh, it tells me where the basement is now. It's that way. How? It says it's right here. How do I get to the basement from here? What? That's just the other door, I think, underneath, you know, the other door that we went in. That was just the jail and the other winery. Okay, if there's much more... Can't really think of it. Is that a vent? I wonder if you can do gaseous form in that. That is not a vent, that is... tile of some kind. I don't know what that is. It's a window, it's a shutter. Alright. Yeah, nothing over there. Oh, we didn't go here though. Yeah, we didn't meet the few demons. Upstairs. And then we'll move on. Probably, yeah, backtrack a bit. I don't know where it actually wants me to go after this. House in Deep Shadows. As marked on the map. Then we have Githyanki Kresh back there. Toll House, Waning Moon. Moonrise Towers. Waning Moon's probably other temple or something. So first thing we'll go to House in Deep Shadows, like the haunted house. We have the main waypoint here.
Keep a blade close.
Let's loot these up. Nothing on the winged horrors. Got my incense. Books. Tough soul. I don't know why it shows those fancy effects on really basic clothes sometimes. Can read her. We already read the diary, yeah. So might as well take it now. Nothing out there, right? Doesn't hurt to look till it says empty. I don't know for sure. We already checked that stuff, I think. Nothing on this side. Alright, I think we're good to move on. Let's get the party together. They weren't waiting for anything back there, I think. Just the environment, so they'll join us right after Zell checks this final Shadow Creeper loot simulator. But it's alright.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Mug of ale, 4 CP. Chopped cheek, 3 SP. Daily special.
Silver piece, copper piece.
Something good here, I hope.
Inquire. Ask about the daily special. Typical, huh? Yep, mostly,
Hello. What can I do for you?
wine collecting this session, but we'll be moving on. Yeah, that'll be a lot of camping supplies, so when we do actually need a camp, we'll have no problem the rest of the game. I think I'll have way too many camping supplies for my playthrough, but, rather too much than not enough. If we actually skimp on some camping supplies and we run out of it, we camp too often. Whether we use the Hag's Well boon or not. Probably not double camp, just make the most of it. We can always retreat from combat one character after all. So if we don't do that, we'll just have a lot of extra camp supplies at the end of the playthrough. It's not a big deal. We'll eventually retire the playthrough when there's no quest on the board. That's when you That's when you retire the playthrough, basically. Alright. Heart of the Blight, yep. Let's go and backtrack for now. We quick saved. Probably should hard save, but for now, first thing I'm going to do is go back to the Myconid colony, turn in that drow head, entering a different region. What the hell are we getting backpacks from? I quick save so we can reload if it's a problem to go region to region. I don't think it is. Yeah, I'll just be leaving the Shadow Cursed lands to go to the Wilderness Underdark yet again. That should be fine. Region to region, some quest lines, probably transition. For example, characters move, like the ones from the Grove. You can't interact at the Grove anymore once you get to the Shadow Cursed lands. There's probably someone still at the Grove. I mean, I saved it after all. There are probably goblins there for when you attack it. Probably a few tieflings or druids. Well, the druids are definitely still there. The one Francesca, they sent a replacement. She's probably there now. And the other ones like Kaga and all them. And such. But besides that, it is pretty much up to us to go region to region, quest to quest. For now, I'm going to turn in the head. I might want to take a rest before that. He might give me something even better than than the spores. So that's why I save, you know, if it's something really worth it to long rest, like another temporary buff, while it would be good to have both of them at once, it might be better to balance them out.
I'd much rather be outside with the sun on my skin.
How is...
You've only just come to tolerate sun and you're already nostalgic. If you're going to complain the whole way, by all means, return topside. You could use the color.
Yeah, it's interesting. He's not really scared of the sun even when we first meet him, but now with the parasite powers, he's even less so. We'll go ahead and talk to them again too, but yeah, first thing I want to talk to the Soberin.
Be among us.
Myconoid's very interesting. I like this region. Yeah, the Underdark has a lot to it besides, you know, the cities of the Drow. There's things like Myconoids too. Where's my Soberin at? There we go. Thula's still here. We'll give her an update about the gnomes, maybe. She'd probably be interested to hear it. We still can't take stuff for some reason. But maybe once we turn the head in, we will. Did I save? I just have to double check, you know, because I backtrack. Alright. Thula.
I'm coming along, just not fast enough. Any word on my people?
Well, we killed a lot of the dwarves, so that should help. Yeah, the Duergar that were hunting you, that'll work.
I'm almost sorry to hear it. I hope to have the pleasure myself. There's plenty more guarding my people, but I'd say you've made a fine start.
That's it, I guess. Alright. That's all she cared about that. Didn't complete any quests, so we'll move on to Soberin's spa. Tell him that Glut is dead and give him the head. Probably start with his people.
Peacebringer, be at home.
The Mushroom Peeper. I've slain a creature called Glut. Oh yeah, I have to go get the head from camp, so I'll bring that back. It was scheming to slaughter your circle.
You are one with Spore. Your throat tightens, then relaxes. The air is serene, your mind untroubled.
The songs we sing now carry your spirit. I first named you Peacebringer. I now name you Kin Spirit.
Get a different name for each quest. Great.
Peacebringer.
You don't care much about that. That's just extra intrigue. Alright, let's go to camp, get the head. Because, yeah, I have to turn in the physical head. Could have thrown it down a ditch, that would have failed the quest, probably. It just would have been over at that point. It's not essential, though, so it doesn't matter. Or you, like, you have, you know, like, really important main quest items in the game, and you just throw them in a ditch. Do you get them back, or are they actually gone? Oh, there's Chihira. Karlach waiting for revival. Oh! Traveling between regions cast as a short rest for healing. And maybe some... No, it doesn't count for abilities. Wait. Yes, it does. Oh, that's awesome. Traveling between regions is a short rest without using a short rest. That is crazy. Is that just all the time? Every time? That is insane. I need to look that up, because that is really freaking good. Those bliss spores still doing the trick. Baldur's Gate 3. Does traveling between regions count as a short rest? Yeah, that's what it typed in. It typed in what I said, but nobody actually confirms that. Long rest is the most broken feature in the game, someone says. Well, things might be different because it's Explorer. Maybe the higher difficulties, that doesn't happen. But currently, traveling between regions, on Explorer at least, is the same as a short rest, so very good to know. Very helpful. Yeah, I did it for the elevator before when I first went into the Underdark. or when I first left the Underdark from the Grimforge to the Shadowcurse Lands area. Huh. Alright, we'll get his head, we'll sell other things to other vendors. I don't know if the Hobgoblin is a vendor or not, so we won't grab everything just yet. We'll see.
I was hoping you'd come to chat. What do you need? You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask? What? Besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant? It's nothing to laugh at. Save your questions if that's how you're going to react. No, I can't. I mean, I literally can't. There's certain things I can't remember right now. Shah's secrets must be preserved above all else. I have had certain memories suppressed. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memory... Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shah will reward me when I sit... Fine. What's on your mind? Quite splendidly, to give credit where it's due, considering all we've been through. I think I was very lucky to find such favorable company. And attractive company too, no less. Very serious of you. But go ahead. Well, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't been dwelling on becoming a Dark Justiciar. Perhaps seeing the power of Shah unleashed on that land is keeping the thought in my mind. But don't worry. I still have plenty of room for you in both mind and heart. I'm sure you do. But please try to understand that it's not something I can just talk about freely.
Will spores help for some persuasion? I don't even send other companions to talk to each other. I don't think so. And it's just weird, like main character, like custom characters can't talk to each other. So really, you need a custom character to. Maybe you play as an origin character, it's different, but I don't know. Try persuasion 5. Fail this, not my fault. Pretty funny.
Very well. Perhaps there's potential in you. Let's see how you handle this. I am indeed a disciple of Shah, Mistress of the Night and Lady of Loss. I assume you've heard of her? My Lady Shah is the Night Singer, the patron of darkness and loss. Most fear the dark, like children, because in darkness they see their fears reflected. But Shah teaches us to step beyond fear, beyond loss. In darkness, we do not hide. We act. Pain, hope, the promise of better days. All of these are heavy cloaks that bend our backs and burden our hearts. We shed those cloaks. Before Shah, we stand gloriously naked, beyond the vanities of mortals.
Can get her actually naked if you guys prefer.
There's comfort, yes. But often there has to be pain beforehand. We tear down the lies the world is drunk on. The institutions they trust, the so-called gods they worship, the lives they cling to. We destroy false idols, topple corrupt organizations, fight heretics wherever they're found. There's often suffering, death even. Many people break before they embrace Shah's truths. You're wiser than most. Many people balk at our doctrine. It's the reason why we cherish secrecy. You've a habit of saying all the right things. Either you're very glib or we're kindred spirits. Maybe both, knowing myself. But yes, once we've saved ourselves, we can talk more on this.
No need to save ourselves then. Oh, do I have a night orchid?
Rings a bell? Why? Oh, hells. You didn't pick that by hand, did you? They're deadly poisonous. Joking! They're safe. And beautiful. Thank you.
First joke we've ever heard from Shadowheart.
I don't have anything to give you in return, I'm afraid.
I'm sure you'll come up with something in time. It's just a token I don't expect. Well, I better take it back. What the fuck?
Well, perhaps I can come up with something later, all the same.
Alright, that is good for girlfriend Shadowheart. Ooh, it's a bloom in darkest night. Give Shadowheart a night orchid, her favorite flower. Lovely. And that was inspiration too, wasn't it? Something happened. She was greatly appreciative of the gesture. And an achievement! Actual achievement there. 12% of players. That's a good amount of players. Probably just found it in the Underdark and, you know, here it is. Alright, to bloom in darkest night. Yeah, 12% of players. That's like 1 in 10, so more than 1 in 10. That's pretty surprising. Most people like Shadowheart though, so. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, Karlach will get you back at some point. The cats and the cradle and the silver spoon. What else here? The head. I came here for the head. Oh! Wither's doing fine, I think. Oh yeah, Will. Let me get the head. Where's the chest? Here's the chest. All the mushrooms, you know, it's kind of hard to orient the camera sometimes. Alright, the drow's head for now. That'll be good. Oh my god, that's a lot in the chest. I think it is infinite. It's like a bag of holding. But better, it's a chest of holding. Alright, drow's head. Yeah, if the journal is still available, then I know I'd put it here. Okay, we got it. And put some more things in here while I'm right next to it. Just kind of reminds me to send some stuff to camp. Don't need all these shields. No one's using those shields. I don't need that. Isn't someone using that? Oh, we'll know where to find them when we need them. Send those to Astarion. Sort by type. Maybe I can put some more supplies. Things. Yeah, it's a lot of wine and such. Oh, antidotes. I want those. This is really weirdly organized. Alright, send those to camp. Send that to camp. It's hard, you know, to organize just the ones I want. It's pretty tricky, but it works eventually. Keep the antidote. It works when you do it in a certain way. It's hard to describe how I'm doing this. Like, I don't even know fully myself how I'm doing this. It just works eventually. I still want to throw this in combat. I just, you know, haven't had very low stakes combats lately. I want to see if that puts the debuff that would put on you if you drink it. I want to see if that works. It's worth a try. So that's a will eventually. For now, let's put it in camp. Yeah, I don't need a lot of this stuff, but we'll figure it out. So many alchemist fire and things. Alright. Thankfully, you got a good amount of carry weight. Alright, let's head back to the Sovereign, and then we're gonna go back to the very first area, the phase spider, and the owlbear. Here's your drow head.
Peacebringer, be at home.
As requested, one near head. Have a head.
The drow sought to shatter our circle. Now his flesh may feed its growth.
Oh boy, he's gotta turn his head.
In death, you have brought this circle life, and thus we name
One more.
life, Chanter.
One more name. Oh, and he does give me a blessing. Let's see what it is. Probably another short rest, temporary. Ooh, they're all happy. They're all very happy for us now. Yeah, I might reload and rest before this, depending what it is. Let's see.
As our circle grows, so shall your song. Wherever you go, only listen, and you may hear it.
Might be another passive ability then. Okay. Rewarded us for delivering his head. We get an amulet for Voice of the Circle. And that is an amulet which... Hold on, I have to accept for... Is he stretching? What is he doing? What is he doing right now? Alright, we have, yeah, I'm just curious, the... +2 bonus on persuasion checks. That's kind of weird, but... Persuasion, that might be good for Will or someone. So wait, you use the ability and then it... lasts for 10 turns. It's an action. So we can do it any time. It's no cool... Oh, it's a long rest. Once per long rest, you get persuasion checks. So, just keep that in inventory. It's only half a pound. Keep that when we need a persuasion check. We'll give it to whoever has the best roll for it. They seem happy, yeah. Dancing mushrooms. Very strange. Alrighty then.
The circle Lord.
That's that.
Peacebringer.
Yeah, he gave me 3 different names. He still calls me the first name. And I still can't loot any of these guys. After all that, you won't let me loot these guys.
The Myconid knows of your transgressions. They must be punished.
You're joking me. You're joking me, dude. I literally just clicked on him. I literally just clicked on him. Oh my god. Alright, well that's an early use of that amulet. But we can't switch to his inventory to give me the amulet. Never mind. I hate how this works sometimes. 15. Why? Favorable beginnings. Thankfully we got it this time.
The Myconid calms.
Dude, I clicked on a dead Dwergar that I killed for you. And you won't even let me have it. Oh, the blooming drow head. Take that. I should quick save before I get in more trouble though. That's so stupid! How that works. I mean, it's stealing, but it's still... Anyway. Forest of mushrooms sprout from near skin, eyes, and open mouth. Cheerily feeding on clotted dead. So you can just have this in camp, maybe. I was curious. Yeah, let me see. Baldur's Gate 3, do things dropped in camp stay there? I was wondering if it's like things, you know, in the area. Dropped items do disappear. This is 100% fact. It takes about 24 to 48 hours in game, but they most definitely disappear. Alright. We put a chest down in camp. Will it remain there? Will it disappear? People say it stays in camp. There are various camps now depending on the area you're in. So to access old camps, just teleport back to that area before visiting camp. You can place objects in your camp and not have them removed forever. The camp changes, such as the actual tents, get placed. Those changes are in the same area as an object you place down. That object and any items in it are placed in your camp chest. Just note though that if you have several tons of weapons in that chest or box, when it goes into your camp chest, you might not have a character strong enough to get it out. When I'm looting something and I select the option send to camp, where does it go in camp? Yeah, it's just the chest. You can move it to... Huh. So you can screw yourself if you put them in a chest and they're too heavy. And that one chest, I probably wouldn't do that anyway. But the main chest is infinite area. We might as well just put this in our camp, just as funny decoration. And yeah, we can't steal anything, apparently, even though we've done so much for them.
One day I'll catch a break.
It still belongs to them. Alright, now I'll talk to these other characters here, might as well. And yeah, we just got that amulet, and that's it. So, alright, the Hobgoblin and the Mind. Alright, let's see. Blurg has to say currently a quick save here in case we messed anything else up. And we'll probably reload it from there tomorrow.
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries?
Yeah, I did have that one alchemy, but it's in camp, so I have to bring it back, so...
I do enjoy a good bargain. If anything in my private collection is to your liking.
Yeah, we found our... Picking it up from there.
I have mushroom.
That'll be excellent.
I greet you, child of the stars. How has your search for the mushrooms fared?
Yeah, we found the 2 mushrooms. Die, abomination! So silly. Alright, well that's good for now. Pick it up soon. We'll experiment with other good things. Quoth the raven nevermore. All these great references. So yeah, now we can have 2 birdies. That's impressive, Beastmaster. That one, you know, very basic, but it still has attacks, it still has a little damage, and it can still scout for us, so looking good. Alrighty, we'll pick it up from there. Going good. I am going to go help with some things, pick it up tomorrow. Likely early enough. I don't even know schedule day to day right now, so yeah, likely we can pick it up tomorrow. If not, in the early afternoon. Save some for tomorrow night. Thank you to our lurker. Good to see you. And I hope you enjoy the VOD. We'll probably just save exports. Yeah, last night, tonight, and tomorrow we'll export those all together. So we'll see about that. Until then, hope you enjoyed. Catch you in a bit. Bit of progress. Yeah, not too much things tonight, but you know, cleaning up after the giant mess last night. We'll get some more here soon. Moving in the right direction. You know, first playthrough, I like to do it right when possible. Don't have to reload for every, you know, big mistake for the story. But at least for the way I play the party and such, I like to have it pretty efficient and effective and congruent. So figure it out. See you tomorrow. Gonna be good. Good night.
So long, farewell, I'll be just saying good night.
See you tomorrow. Gonna be good. Good night.
So long, farewell.